Well, folks, diesel must be getting mighty expensive. It's so bad that somebody has to steal a new crew cab Ford Dually and strip all the front clip off of it and the bed off of it to sell it, then leave it dumped in the south side of San Antonio, Texas. I'll leave you the picture in the front of this video. Sustainable Stewards has been unavailable, or both of us can't meet up for the video she asked to interview me here, so I'm going to try to give you a bit of an update. Recently, about 2 weeks ago, concerns about only 25 days worth of diesel became 26 days worth of diesel available, because we do still have production. We still have drilling, we still have refining, and at this moment we still have diesel in the big diesel trucks to be able to transport some diesel and gasoline, food, and everything else that we all haul for all of you and for ourselves, because I'm sure some other truckers are hauling what I buy. So there's articles out from different resources saying no, there's not going to run out of diesel, which is correct in a way. No, we're not going to run out in another 5 to 10 days. Some people said, oh, November 8th. Well, guess what? Today's November 8th, and I hope you studied before you made your mark, okay? I know a number of people still need to go do that. I went a little early because I figured today, instead of a dozen people in front of me, there might be 2, 3, or 4 dozen in front of me, and I don't have time for that. I got to go sit in tire shop for a couple hours instead, waiting in line to get some tires put on so I can drive safe and not have tires go boom. So, which when it refers to crude oil, guess what? All that rubber stuff comes from crude oil also, not just diesel, gasoline, alcohol, jet engine fuel, fuel for other airplanes, the diesel that goes into the generators on the big trains for transport, or in the big engines on the tugboats and barges and big ships and everything, that we all rely on the stuff that's hauled by that. Now, Mr. Joe, I'm going to attempt to include at the end of this some video recordings of his statements about stopping our use of coal-powered electric plants. Because he wants to go all with wind generators and solar panels. Halo. I don't know if my airbags are dropping or somebody's trying to jack up my truck, start changing tires. As far as I know, the sun only shines during the daytime, and if you get snow and ice built up on your solar panels, they don't collect much energy that way. If you have ice buildup on the turbines, they get a little heavy and can't turn too good, and all the used turbines that are being taken off to put ones that can de-ice themselves are just being stacked up in big pits. There's no sort of recycle or crush or anything, just stacked up. And like my friend was telling me, he's worried about this lithium stuff. He's been looking into it, and there's no safe way to dispose of the used batteries. I made him aware of little children in Africa being used to mine that lithium, and the Uyghur Muslims being forced to do that kind of mining work in China and stuff like that, under words that the platform don't like, even though people think they could get repercussions, because maybe 200 years ago their ancestors were stuck part of that, even though they migrated here a century or many decades later. but that's not the topic of this. Amongst the statements of Mr. Joe was, we're stopping drilling, we stopped drilling. And then he was asked another question. Please go to NCWQ Explorer. She did a nice little video over this from information that she received through some of the articles. I'm going to try to put all this together in the description while this is uploading, so you can go look for yourselves. And any further videos that I can get and downloaded, I'm going to put in just little shorts on YouTube for you to look back out and share all over the place. You know, we're all trying to choose who's supposed to be leading us and representing us. And meanwhile, they constantly changing what they say. And it's generally, no matter how much they contradict themselves, still different than what they're actually doing. We have to look at what's really going on. And we're going to have to prepare. Some of the shortage right now, because people become aware, and oh, they're stocking up on fuel so they don't run out. That's going to make a difference. That's going to cause more demand on the supply. It's going to cause prices to go up. But here, I'm talking to bull haulers and so forth, people, you know, hauling cattle. Yesterday, I talked to one of the truckers in the area. Today, I talked to his boss right here at this little tire shop. And most of the cattle from Central Texas, this area, and South Texas that they pick up from the auction yards is going to San Angelo. And the owner said those are going to a packing plant. So that's beef for your table. It's going to go in the freezers and eventually end up in your stores. Apparently it's not getting trucked up to the northern states, but right now it's getting greener in this area again. We're not in such a bad drought in this part of Central Texas. But please stay subscribed and keep following the video so we can bring you more information, because no, we're not going to run out tomorrow or next week necessarily, but gradually the number of days worth of diesel fuel we have available for the country is going to shorten. So you all have a blessed day. Please spread the message and be good to your neighbor.